What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another AEW Jazwares review, and this time it is the Ringside exclusive Switchblade Jay White. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, so I know my last Jazwares video wasn't too hot. There were some issues with the figure. That's fine. But I liked him overall, but just, you know, Jazwares issues. But I will admit, when Jazwares does a home run, and we have a home run here. This is one of the best feeling Jazwares figures in hand that we've had probably in like a year or two, because it's so hit or miss, and I love it. I really do. So I wanted to show you guys what he looks like with his jacket on, because we know that is a point of contention with the Jazwares figures, because they do tend to stain pretty bad, as you saw in the Hardy's video. These hands are hard to get in and out. You heard that pop just then. But the jacket does look good. It feels a little oversized, but that's more of a nitpick. Maybe I can sit here and maneuver around, get it to go a lot better, where it sits better. But it does look good. Has a little painted on buckle there. It'd be nice if that was a real buckle, but anyway, it does have the Switchblade era on the back. Once it is bunched up, though, you do see that the wrinkles or the bends kind of stay in there. That is unfortunate, but they did do a good job in protecting this figure, because it does have a liner on the inside, so it will not get stained, which, if that's what they're going to do, that's perfect. I don't know how often that's going to happen, because it didn't happen here, and obviously it couldn't have happened here. But I do like that, if that is a method they want to use going forward. This is a solid jacket. I'm still scared to put it on, because I feel like this part, the trim, could still stain. But that is a really nice accessory. Let's go ahead and give our man some hands here. You guys saw the shooter hands that I had on the figure. I had him in there for a thumbnail picture, but I'm just going to put a standard C grip and a fisted hand in there. He does not come with two fisted hands. He only comes with the right hand for the fist. And he does not come with two C grip hands. He only comes with one for the left hand. He also comes with two of his, I'm just going to call them his Switchblade hands. I only see him and the Samoans use this. Dakota Kai uses this. It's a standard Jay White pose. I like this. I don't think we've gotten this from Jazwares before whatsoever. We saw it with Samoa Joe, but it was like that tiny hand, and it was kind of like that. That was weird. I don't know how to describe that. And then once again, here are the shooter hands for the Gun Club, which I probably should take a photo with Jay White with my Mattel Gun Club Customs, because I have not got the Jazwares ones yet. He also comes with a second head. This is a nice screaming head. I think this one looks better than the one actually on there. My one complaint, yeah, well, we'll talk about the one complaint when we get to the other one. I like this a lot. I think the lightness is there. I love the way the hair falls. The sculpting of the hair looks good. I would have liked the eyes to be open a little bit more than they are. They're barely open. I know it's even hard to see, but it is nice to have head options for posing, photography, that stuff. This IWGP title does not come with him. I bought this a few months ago in anticipation for this figure to be coming out, so I figured I would just throw it on there to show you guys. I got this from Turnkist Custom Belts or Fig Belts. I don't know what his name is nowadays, but you guys know. I'll link him on my Instagram post when I show off this figure, so definitely go check out there. But it does look good, and this is who I think of when I think of this belt. It's a pretty belt, though. I like a lot of the New Japan belts. For this head scan, this is just your standard Jay White smirk. It does look good. The lightness is about 80% there, I would say. But going to my one complaint, I know it's kind of how it looks in person, but I feel like the beard is too squared off at the bottom, as you see how it projects onto my thumbnail there. I think it's too square at the bottom, but that's nitpicking. For this torso, I cannot pinpoint the torsos. I do not know them like I know the Mattel torsos. It does look good and it does work well. If anything, he could have been a little more ripped, but I'm not going to complain about that. They did use the correct skin tone, which has been an issue with Jazwares figures. You get some that look like Ethan Page here, where it just looks like they're sick because they just look so pale. And this comes across a lot better in person. Or that Ethan Page figure is really tall. Wow. Or it has the, I call it the unmatched 3 skin tone, which is where we first saw it. And it does look good. It's the same skin tone they used on the Hardys. Wow, is this Jay White short, or is just everybody really tall? Or is Jay White that short in person? Holy crap. Well, I have to do a comparison, but I don't know his height off the top of my head. But going back though, the torso looks good. I love the skin tone choice. I wish the arms, I don't like the Jazwares arms whatsoever. They could always be a little more ripped. Nitpick, I know. As far as the gear, I do love the red attire. We do have a black attire coming out like this. I love the hash marks down the leg. I love the detailing that everybody went above and beyond in their customs to have this texture. It does come across well on the figure. Have the hash marks on the knee pad down to the white boots. The white boots say Switchblade. Then it has hash marks at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that well. And then nothing on the left boot. The hash marks continue on to the back. It has the X's across the belt. Looks very good. I love this. This figure is really nice. Now, there's another thing that I say all the time about Jazwares figures, and that is the articulation. You don't have that issue with Jay White here. He can, in fact, bend over. He can lean back and not have to worry about the torso popping off. Of course, the Jazwares arms usually do a pretty good job of like getting all the range of motion. For there not being a butterfly joint, they do have a insane range of motion. Can get up all the way like that. As far as kicking back, he can kick about right there. The only thing hindering that is the knee pad, which is to be expected. But you can force it up there if you want to, not too bad. And the high kicks, I always test this for Jazwares figures because this is always somewhere that they have struggled with the majority of their figures. And that is, can he hit a kick? And he can, because a lot of figures from Jazwares cannot kick past like right there. And this figure, in fact, can kick all the way up there. So I do love that a lot. I think that makes a difference, especially when you have somebody that has an insane moveset like Jay White. I do like that a lot. Let's go ahead and get into a couple comparisons. Here we have him with the Supreme Kenny Omega. I think that height works for both guys. I like that a lot. Now it has me wondering, are the Hardys and Ethan Page just... I know they're taller, but like... that much taller? I don't know. But I think this looks really good as far as height comparisons. I do dig that a lot. Let me go get my custom Gun Club Elites. And here he is with the Gun Club Elites. They're a little on the tall side, I will admit. Colton especially, but Colton is a taller guy. Let's go ahead and switch sides with them. Actually, this Alston gun is an Ultimate Edition entirely. And you know what? I completely forgot an accessory when I was changing heads. So let me just pull that up. He also comes with his Switchblade necklace, which I don't know how I missed that. Like I said, just popping off heads, I guess it was an oversight. But he does come with that. But here is the Gun Club, or the Bang Bang Gang. We don't have Juice Robinson yet. I don't know when we will see Juice Robinson. But I do like the way that these look together. Now I wish I went with white accents instead of yellow for the guns. It is what it is. But that is going to be it for today's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, take it easy.